Hello everyone, welcome back to Populous Free the Beginning for the level of prisons. Note the plural, which means that yes, we are in a prison, but also so is the Dakini Shaman. Now the Dakini have their base all fully up, as they usually do, but we do have the advantage that the Shamans are out of the picture for the time being, and we have a fairly moderate sized settlement, all things considered. So we need to get ourselves ready in order to face up against the Dakini, so that we can defend. Yes, thank you for the flyby game. We need to build down those training huts as soon as possible because they attack very early. We've only managed to train a few here and there, but it's only a warrior and a creature. It's not a huge deal. To make sure to stop them, but the warriors kind of act a little bit weirdly as far as it's concerned, because of course we're on the other side of the prison. But that is basically the thing. We need to build up our army in order to free our shaman, and also need to stop the enemy from freeing their shaman. It is an instant game over if their shaman is released, and she's not going to lightning us. We don't have a timer or anything like that. We just need to, it just means that if their shaman is ever released, then we'll just have something else to contend with. And due to the various mountains around this area, it means that the enemy has a few ways in order to get around, in and around in order to attack us. Which is a little bit annoying, granted, but it's not too bad. Make sure that there's no funny business. And, unfortunately, that's really about it for this level. The start of it is just training up your guys. There's nothing to really go out and explore, nothing to really do, since all you're doing is just hitting your shaman. So you can do a bit of guarding. You can put some guard towers on top of the mountains if you really want to, but they don't really do that much. And otherwise, just get your forces ready. Have some forces in the settlement itself, or just build towards prison if you really want to. So that whenever the enemies go over the other wall, because they will do so. The enemy will go over the other mountain on the right hand side, and also spies. Yes, god damn it! Ugh. I mean, I think that this may be because spies are actually kind of useful, but they're only being so successful because Braves are terrible by themselves. Braves are the biggest dumbasses in the world, but whatever. With a fairly respectably sized force, it's time for us to just start completely annihilating the Dakini. It is annoying that we are facing up against them again, in their own level again. It is unfortunate that out of the 12 levels, we will be encountering the Dakini in about 10 of them, I think. It's either 2 or 3 levels they're not in completely. And it's annoying as shit, because the Dakini are built up as this really powerful enemy that you'll always face against, but what can I say? Maybe I'm not a huge fan of red. Also, it would be an idea to actually go and take down the fire warriors in guard towers, because at the moment they're just annihilating my forces. So send a few warriors in order to stop them from doing that would be very helpful. We do have a fair amount of guard towers in and around the place, but it's really not that huge a problem. They only have the guard towers staffed with fire warriors at the beginning of the settlement, and as you get closer to the prison. The best thing to really do is to stop them from making a million breaches, and to also get your forces towards the prison as soon as possible, because once your shaman is freed, then you have a lot more options open to you. There are better ways to do this, of course, but as per usual, I'm not really doing them. Okay. So send all your warriors towards the prison, and it should be fairly simple in order to take them all down and stop just lollygagging around. And of course, they have a spy in the guard tower on the left. That actually makes a difference because, of course, spies in guard towers are pretty useless when you can just look on the ground. I don't understand that whole thing. Also, seriously, get rid of fire warriors in guard towers. Don't know this shit. But otherwise, it's not that difficult to really get to the shaman. Since you're only going onto one side of the settlement, you can avoid the majority of them. And there we go. One problem, however, as the game will soon notify you, is that you don't have a reincarnation site, which means if you die, the level's over. Which is a huge problem, because you are currently inside enemy territory. But there are ways in order to get around this kind of thing. But since you've been training up your spells whilst inside the prison, there should be an amount in order to help you around. Have your remaining followers lead on to the shaman, because we need to go over to that obelisk on the other side of the area. No, regardless. I need to just keep on totally hanging around, not doing anything. There'll be a few huts in your way, but it'd be very easy to get past them. And of course, where I want to go is where that brave is actually running towards, which is rather annoying. But did you also see the way that the swarm gets sucked up by the tornado? And also, there's a kind of annoying glitch sometimes that the swarm will just go off and vanish. It is kind of annoying, but that happened once in the entire playthrough of this game. I know, but from when I was looking at the video, it seemed that the swarm spell acted a little bit weird there. But regardless, there's not really much else to do but to just pray at the obelisk. Take just a little bit of time. Nice things tend to do. And we have ourselves all our spells completely charged, so if you weren't charging too many spells, then that's cool, but honestly it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Angel and Firestorm are all we're going to need. And we can use Firestorm on the remainder of the Dakini settlement. Not too close to our guys, because they would run around and die easily enough. They still run around and die anyway, so whatever. And now we're just taking down the last of them. Throughout this entire thing, it didn't really seem like the Dakini were interested in taking back their shaman. I think they're a little bit preoccupied. And she isn't released during the entire of this adventure. So we just need to damage the last few huts, just to make sure that no more enemies are going to respawn. And that is going to do it for prisons. I have to say, I really do like the concept. And I do like the level. It's just a shame there isn't really a huge amount to do. And also, it's the Dakini again. I mean, it's not that big a deal. Unfortunately, you are unable to go and lightning the shaman to kill her as you would do in the previous level. Or maybe that's because the level ended fairly soon or whatever. But yeah. She's still alive, which means that the level isn't technically complete, but, well, details. She ain't getting anyone back. Hopefully. But we can... Happy days in the ruins of the Dakini. And that will be it for prisons. And now, moving on to level 9, Overshadowed. See you guys then.